When I talk to a job seeker and they feel that they are not getting positive answers yet, they are not getting an offer yet, and yet they are applying, they think then, oh, I need to apply more for jobs. I think that's not, I'm not applying for enough jobs. And this is one of the most common mistakes in job search strategy. So yesterday I shared about 5 mistakes, and today I'm going to talk. I shared 5 mistakes on my LinkedIn page. So if you haven't seen them, go see them. But I will leave a link. And today we are going to talk about, is it about applying for more jobs? If not, then what are the other job search activities? Before we get to there, let me introduce myself. I'm Sarah, a certified career coach and interview coach. I have more than 6 years experience in the tech industry, and having gone through a career transition myself to data science, all of this inspired me to take on the mission to help more women, career changers, women in tech, and moms returning to work after maternity break, secure the right job for them, a job that fulfills them so they can experience more happiness, satisfaction, and freedom in their life. So, today, I want to share an example of, so I had a client that I started to coach, and the first thing that she told me is that she is not applying for enough jobs. And when I asked her, what are you doing? What else are you doing? She said, it's about applying for jobs online. She was like, what else to do? I mean, that's the main thing that she thinks she has to do. And that's not correct. There are many activities that one can identify in order to help bring the right job faster. And one of them is networking. So networking is not liked by many introvert people. And I am actually, also, I can say I'm not that person who is easy to just get started in front of strange people, to talk with others and so on. So I understand that it cannot be easy, but this is an investment that is worth it for your career, not only for your job search, but also for your career growth. And how can you do it? The first thing one can think of is LinkedIn, maybe, or joining some events. And yes, they are one of them, but there is something else as well that can be done, which is doing market research, researching companies through informational interviews. And there are LinkedIn, there is informational interviews, and there is going to networking events. And let's talk about each one of them. Why is it important to be present on LinkedIn? I saw many job searchers recently posting on LinkedIn, oh, I hate that I have to be an influencer in order to an influencer on LinkedIn in order to be able to get a job. That's a job on itself to try to be an influencer. Let me tell you, if you approach LinkedIn on like, this is something that I have to do, and you are not convinced, you are not convinced of the benefit of this, and you feel like it's a job, then don't do it. And however, by doing so, you are missing on opportunities, because now more than 95% of recruiters consult LinkedIn, check candidates on LinkedIn in order to, before inviting them for interviews. They also look on LinkedIn in order to see, to approach candidates and invite them for the opportunities that they have. So rejecting LinkedIn is not a good strategy. And I want to invite you here to approach it from a different perspective. Now, all of us, every single person have their own personal brand. We already have our personal brand. I have my personal brand. You have your personal brand. It's like we take it with us, our personal professional brand. So it's already happening. And LinkedIn is one of the ways where you can show your personal brand to others as well. And that doesn't mean that you have to share personal things or just share randomly what you are doing and so on. No, it means about engaging with others. So instead of seeing it, I have to post what I'm doing and so on, which I don't love. Approach it from a different perspective. Think about the interaction that could happen by sharing, for example, a challenge that you are facing. Recently, I posted about a project that I was starting a newly a data science project, development project, and yeah, I'm facing some challenges there. So I shared, and I had some people who connected with me, and from there, one told me that she is also working on this project and using this technology, and the other person shared with me their example, and I'm grateful for those. So those are people. I start to interact with people on LinkedIn. It's not to just to put, hey, I'm there, like, see me, and so on. It's to create some engagement, some value. For the exchange is of value for both parts. When we start a discussion about this, the other person then can also exchange with me some challenges, and we help each other. So this is one thing when you share some challenges. So even sharing the challenges that you face can be beneficial. Then what you are learning. So when you are learning something, then you can share about that, because try to think about a company is they want to use all the tools that they have in order to get the best answers. Just, is this the right candidate for me? Just as you also want to know more about the company before, because you want to be choosing a wrong company. So they also want to do that. So it's normal that they look at LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is now one of the ways that they can check those candidates, but it doesn't mean that's the only way. That's the only way that they do. So it's only one of the ways. It's not like the way that is going to break or not, but it really leverages, helps you leverage your personal brand better. And so yeah, so the challenge, you can share your learning, because this allows people to know what you are doing, to bring you, then maybe they can invite you for an event, because they saw that you are working on such topic, that you are interested in such topic. So maybe you get some invitations to join an event, or you get an invitation to speak. And that's how I started for my job search as well, when I decided to move to data science. When I did networking aspect first, by joining some events, but now we are talking about LinkedIn, and then I joined some events. But if I haven't put as well the LinkedIn aspect in it, then those contacts that I knew through my networking events, I would lose. But by connecting on LinkedIn and then staying, they could see how I'm progressing in my job search and so on. I got an opportunity to join the event later and speak about my own project. And as well, I could, because I was active and joining some associations and voluntarily doing volunteering in some association, I got the opportunity to work with someone for a freelance project. but that came through LinkedIn. So if you only do networking events and then you don't do LinkedIn, then you are losing some chances. And then when you use LinkedIn to share your learnings, it helps people keep knowing what you are doing. So approach LinkedIn from this side, and instead of just posting an article or something, then you can comment something else. You can comment on other people who are experts in the field. You can start to share with them the value that you have, expose your opinions, and so on. That helps you in your job search. Okay, now that's LinkedIn. Another thing, why is it important to do the networking events part? Because according to jobs to HubSpot, according to HubSpot, 85% of jobs are filled through networkings, and 70% of jobs are never published publicly. That shows why it's important to have the networking activity part. So it's not about applying for jobs more, it's about doing more networking and then joining that with LinkedIn activity engagement with others. And here, according to LinkedIn, 70% of professionals hired in 2016 had a connection at their company. And 80% of professionals consider networking vital to their career success. All of this means by networking with the right people, you increase your chances to get a job that fulfills you. So, so this is about networking. So don't think I have to be an influencer. Think about it from this perspective and find new ways to use LinkedIn. Engage with others, share what you are learning. You don't have to be an expert as long as you are not lying. So you are sharing your learnings, you are sharing your progress, and so on. Don't think you need to be an expert in order to share on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a platform where we can exchange together professionally and help each other grow. So that's it for today. Those are the two activities with also the research, the market research, because as you network and so on, when you already had worked on the ideal job description and the job description pillar of the job search strategy, then you would be able, during that networking, you can do your market research better and get to know what are the problems, what are the challenges of your ideal company, of your ideal contact person. And this will make you stand out. Then when you get the opportunity, when people refer you, you would be able to better talk about the problem, about how you can help solve the problem, and so on. So if you haven't watched the job search strategy, then I will leave a link as well of the job search strategy video. And so that's it for today. And finally, if you want to identify, have a networking strategy that is focused on the right people, and have your elevator pitch ready, and also have a system to track your progress in this networking pillar, then I invite you to book a free strategy call, Unlock Your Professional Potential, Find a Career That Fulfills You, where we get to talk about your vision, your current situation, your challenges, and if there is a match for your needs, we can see together how I can support you. And by the way, here I'm making a special offers until 19 February. So in order to optimize your job search strategy and your networking, your job description, and your resume. So if you're interested, book that call as soon as possible, because we are only 1 week away from almost 1 week away from 19th February. So don't lose that opportunity with those special offers. And otherwise, thank you for watching. Apply these networking tips, and let me know how it's going, if you have any challenge there. And then by doing so, you solve the problem of it's not like thinking that you are not applying for enough jobs, or there is something that is like with the application process. Yeah, it could be, but that's not the only thing. It's not about applying for more jobs. Join some other job search activities, as I said, like this. And see you next time. Bye bye.